I was dealing with things and people, like it was people looking for like wedding shoes and things like that. And all the shoes you have to compromise. They're either going to be a low heel, and they're going to be not appealing and not so cute, or they're going to be gorgeous and they're going to be hurting your feet. And so I start asking like all my friends like where they were getting shoes from. And everybody was like, yeah, you're gonna hurt. If they're cute, they're gonna hurt. And if you want comfort, they're not gonna be, so nice looking. So that's
Mm.
what branched me to start, branch me off to say, hey, I want to go ahead on and do shoes. And that's when I came up with the name. One of my friends, Iris, that I've known from like college, she was like, we came up with the name and it was like BeYou Shoetique. It had a ring and I just
Mhm.
went with it.
Yeah, so let me see what kind of shoe would I get. What kind of shoe would you get? What kind of shoe? Wait, come on, wait, hold on. Let me see. What kind of shoe should I get? I got a wide foot right here. See, there you go. What kind of shoe should I get, Dave? Right foot.
All of my shoes are under 4 inches.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
all under 4 inches. My theme is cute, comfortable, and classy.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. So what kind of shoe should I get? I got a wide foot. As you can see, I got a wide flat foot. So what kind of shoe should I
So
get?
the good thing to say, well, I would say, is, are you there?
Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah. The good thing that I would say is that when I first got in the industry, I was reselling shoes. But within the past few years, I actually went to Europe and I met with a
Oh,
shoe designer, and I now actually make some of my shoes as well. Like I
really?
actually create my styles. I can make certain shoes for certain calf muscle sizes or widths, etc.
Oh, wow. So when did you get into okay, so you said you make your shoes. So you start off like made from like the material, like just building it up, like actually just like making it from
Like from,
scratch.
yeah, scratch. So when I went to Europe, I met with a company that actually like, make the shoe. How I start off is I kind of start off with like fabrics, deciding on if I want to do like, excuse me, if I want to do something like, let's say, if I want to do leather, or if I want to pick a shoe that's maybe a little bit more stretchier, I kind of pick fabric, or if the material, I should say. And then when I start from there, I start sketching how I want the boot to look. I
But how
didn't.
did you
Mhm.
oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you go.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, how did you learn how to make a shoe? Like how did that come? How did you learn to do that?
I knew there had to be a way. I'm like, people, if I'm reselling shoes, there has to be some place that I can get the shoe made. And a lot of people was telling me to go to like China and stuff. But like, there's a difference between there's a difference sometimes between a business and a brand. So I was like, I don't really know. I went to Europe for vacation, and when I went there, I just kind of told them my vision, and it was like, hey, if you like want to start drawing out what you want your shoe to look like, we can work with you and we can bring it to vision. And that's kind of how it started.
Wow, that is amazing. So now, so I'm on right now. I'm on the Shootique website, you guys. So make sure you check it out. Her information is going to be in my description box. So I'm just just shopping, and if you want to order from BeYou Shoetique, here it is. Now, what out of these shoes that I'm looking at, did you make any of these?
You should be able, there should be on the first homepage, it should say custom. Or if you go on the homepage, it should be maybe the first or second boot. I actually brought a pair, yeah, you can stroll underneath. And you see the second boot that's right there in the middle? Yes, that one. That is my new release boot. I actually brought it here.
Oh.
I'll show you the boot up close and personal. I just actually received these about a week and a half ago, so I'm super excited to release them.
And you see that just I'm looking at the prices, they're pretty affordable.
Mhm.
So they have a wide range of boots, heels, sandals, slides, um, all that good stuff. I didn't see anything for my wide foot yet, but I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna explore once I continue to explore.
I'm
But
sure I have something there for you.
yeah, so and also she got some brooches here,
Yeah.
different designs. right
Mhm.
here. Some brooches,
Yes.
and yeah, those are pretty.
Mhm.
And what else do you have here, Nay? What else
I
do you have?
also, in addition to this, I also do bridal parties. A lot of people, they get married, they need shoes for their bridal parties. And so I will either find a shoe that them and their party will like to wear, or I can even make the shoe for them.
Nice, nice. Oh, and that's see, that's another that's kind of like a side hustle right there. That's like a hustle within a hustle because you saying that you're able to make
Yeah.
shoes for bridal parties, and so that right there is a in a business within itself. You
Absolutely.
know,
Last year,
yeah.
I did a bit of weddings. I'm excited about this year coming up as well. When people, if someone's getting married, I'll pick the shoe. Well, I'll work with them to pick a shoe for their bridal party. And then they also get like flags so that they can wear to the reception when they dance. So they get two pairs, each person in the bridal party. So, yeah.
Okay, so have you thought about other than shoes? Have you thought about branching out into selling other merchandise?
No, only shoes.
Only,
Like I
okay.
said, I make the boots. I've recently created my first actual wedding shoe, and then I also created a men's fashion sneaker.
Oh, nice.
You were just looking at it, the red and black ones. That's a men's fashion sneaker.
Oh, that's a man. Oh, okay, okay, okay. And so, like, okay, as far as the men's, are you
Mhm.
looking to expand on the men's shoes as well? Going to have more variety for men as well?
90% of my business is the women, 99, 90 to 95, but I've had men. The reason I made a custom sneaker for them, because with men, I know I had to make a really good shoe for them because men are very particular about their shoes, right? So people would come up to me and say, "Hey, you only sell shoes for women?" And I'm like, maybe I could just expand things. And that's what made me roll out to create the first men's fashion sneaker. I will create another fashion sneaker probably sometime this year. I'll probably do a solid color for those that's not into bright colors like red and things like that. So I'm excited to do that as well.
Okay, good. I know, and yeah, I like that for you. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, what about children's? Have you thought about like children's shoes as well?
I haven't. I have not.
There, you should. You should.
I
Yeah,
have not
yeah,
thought about
yeah.
this.
Yeah, because that would be so dope. Because a lot of parents obsess more about children's shoes than the children do. You know how that goes. But yes, yeah, I think that'd be nice.
I agree. I agree. That's the only section I haven't gotten into yet. The
Okay,
only little lane I haven't gotten into is kids. It's kids yet.
okay.
Hmm.
Well, something to consider. I know it takes time. It's not going to be overnight, but it's something to consider.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. So can you also like being a business owner and you do this is considered e-commerce? Is it e-commerce, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so can you give us more of the process of okay, you decided to like how can you just kind of give us some cliff notes of how you build it from the ground up? Like you decided that you wanted to you knew what you wanted to sell, you knew what the product you wanted,
Hmm.
building up the can you give us some ideas about building your website,
Hmm.
putting your merchandise out there,
Hmm.
like the business plan, or can you just kind of give us again some bullet points of how you build up this business?
Yeah. So first, I got my website created. Like I said, around COVID time. And then I had to start to look for wholesale locations that sell shoes. Obviously, as you know, when you first start, I went through a few couple bad batches of vendors that I was like, I'm not doing business with them.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you lose money the first year because I'm very big on providing quality. So if
Mhm.
I get a product and I'm not okay with it, I'll just not put it out and just get rid of it, then sell it and have my name on it, or put it out as a product for my company. So I say the first year I went through that, and by maybe year two, 2.5, I've been in business about 5.5 years now. So maybe about 2.5 years, I had got all the vendors in place that I knew had quality. So I did that, narrowed that down to my set vendors. And then from there, I started wholesaling to storefronts as well.
Mm,
I
okay.
built that. I wholesale to probably about maybe 8 to 10 storefronts for shoes and about 20 storefronts for brooches. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I
Okay.
became a wholesaler to others, for others as well, because I would get things in bulk. Most people may buy like something like buy brooches 50 or 100. I would get maybe 10,000, for example. So
Mhm.
instead of them having to order and pay so much for shipping, they would purchase from me because they
Right.
didn't have to wait so long to get their orders. And it was coming in 2 days, and it was actually less than them having to order somewhere else because they were getting a smaller quantity. So I started wholesaling, I want to say in 2022, and that has been extremely successful. Extremely successful.
Okay. Oh, that is a smart business move right there. Being able that because the quantity does matter because you like you said you pay so much for shipping and or you have to wait. Okay, because sometimes they be like, oh well, we don't have this in stock right now, or we don't have this yet, so we gotta wait. So yeah, but okay, let me ask you that because how do you know how much of an item to get? Because you don't want to get too many of the same thing and it's not selling.
Well, I didn't know my first year or two. By the time I was in year two, 2.5, I kind of got a feel of what was a good product or a good item, whether it's a shoe or a brooch, and went from there. I would kind of go to big company sites, like maybe, Eldo or like Steve Madden, and see if it's like a style they have, see if people were buying it from them. And then that's when I would kind of know that would be a good style. But I don't want to say I stick with styles because I have gotten so versatile now where I have people that order from me international, like Germany, Italy, where I don't just have one set of clientele. I have people from different ages, races, different countries. Like I don't just sell to one category of people. So I don't always just go with what's hot with this group of people, I should say. I
Oh,
go with
okay.
what is common and different companies for different companies. That's why I'll check out. Maybe I'll go to Macy's. I might go to Aldo. I may go to a Steve Madden, and then just see from all these different sites what's a popular or stylish shoe because those sites or those companies are going to have customers from all different places from everywhere.
Okay, and that's good. I'm glad that you have that international market. That is big. So that really makes a difference. Yeah. So but let me ask you, as far as the shipping, do you drop ship or like do you do or your own shipping? Like, or you do your own packaging?
I refuse to do drop shipping. People
Okay.
have tried to have me do drop shipping for years. It's like, this is my baby. This is my brand. I have to touch, see, and feel it before I send it off.
Okay.
I don't know if I will ever be okay with that. I don't know.
Right. And also it saves, money as well because
No,
you're gonna pay a whole nother, and it's like you don't have to pay a middleman, so to speak. All
absolutely.
right.
You just have to have a great support system to help you. That's it.
Right. Absolutely. And so other than the Shoutique, as I know that you're doing well with that, but do you have any other ventures that you're into as of right now?
I'm also into real estate. I do investment in real estate as well. And that's really it. Like shoes are my passion. I'm so
Mm.
grateful that I am in an industry that I love. I always tell people when you get into an industry, don't do it because people say, oh, this is what's going good right now. Get into something that you love because you're gonna have good days, bad days, great days, and you need to be ready for the ride.
Yeah. Right, because that's the thing, like a lot of times, especially when you are business for yourself, you got to be willing to do it for free. Like if you love it that much, you gotta be willing because that's gonna have to happen too. You're gonna work for free for a while before you really start to gain. So you have to love it. You have to kind of love what you do. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm glad you mentioned that.